countries with the most students who study abroad. China is number one, right? So the question I have for you all is like, what do you get out of coming here to the U.S.? How is this going to advance you? You probably lost math skills, you know what I mean? You should have stayed home working with your mom. You got dumber being here, right? But what do you get from studying abroad in the U.S.? How's it going to help you?
Less pressure, because there are so many people in your age and compete with you, and they are all 鸡娃.
Wait, so less pressure. So so back in China, like if you were in college in China, there's many more people who are competing with you?
No, not college. It's about high school.
High school.
Yeah.
Oh, entrance exam to high school. Can you say something about the entrance exam?
Well, actually, we have a word for this kind of situation. We call it 内卷. So it's like, because we have too many like people in China, the population is very, very huge. And like, I was born in 2000, and actually in 2000 year, there's like really, really a lot of like child born in 2000 years. So we enter into the school at the same year. And at that time, we have like the high school test, which is you take that test to get access to the college. And in China, we have different levels of college, which is, we call it 一本, 二本, and 大专. You know, it's different levels. So if you like get into a 一本 level, that's the best one. But for that level, we also have different levels, which is 985 and 211. So like 985 is the best one, but it's really hard to get into that kind of level. And even though you get into that kind of level, you still need to take the graduate degree or the master degree or something like that, because we have too many people are competing together. Okay. You know, like you spend your whole life, like more than 20 years on studying, and when you like go to work, maybe you only get like 5,000 RMB. That's like $1,300 a month. That's not even, you can use it to live, actually. You know what I mean?
So you spend your whole life starting learning algebra when you're 5 years old, and you get there and you end up making $1,300 a month after jumping through all the hoops. But wait, is coming to the U.S. then? Is it harder to get to the U.S. or is it easier to get? Is it easier to get to the U.S. than to go to the best universities in China?
Yes.
Wait, hang on, Yicheng.
If we want to get to the best university in China, we need to prepare maybe 6 courses and have a test. But if we want to come to America and improve our education, we just need to learn English.
Oh, dude.
yeah, that's the truth.
Dude. Wait, hang on. So that means that all the Chinese students that come here are slackers, right?
Yeah, but I felt like the master of measuring how you perform in academically is different from here to like China. China only measuring how you like perform in your academic level, but like when we applying for college here, they also measuring how you did your like internship, like extracurriculum, like award, like club, like that. Like I don't want to say like which one is easier, but like how they measuring like your performance is different.
Okay, so but you got to learn English, right? So you're in good shape because you were learning English, right? And you learn English and you have to have money to pay for it because it's really expensive to pay for, like Penn State for you all is a lot of money, right? And so, but the key is it's so much easier. So this is what you were saying, bro. Like the pressure in China is just so intense to continue going to the best possible universities. So here's a question though. When you return to China with a Penn State degree, how does that compare to a degree from a really good university in China?
I believe that because I'm a senior right now, so I have to choose if I'm going to grad school or I'm going back to China to apply for a job. So I know this a little bit better because my father tried to ask his friends like what kind of PSU degree is equivalent to. So according to the like the world ranking, Penn State is mostly like equivalent to like top ten universities in China.
Uh-huh.
Yes. So, however, my father mentioned that because you are already being in United States, the environment and the kind of solution, problems and all the things that you have met. The biggest issue is that when you get back to China and then you are going to fit in their Chinese environment, working placement environments, it might be a problem with that. So
Got you.
that is
Right,
some
so you have to-
companies' concerns.
I got
Yes.
you. Okay. All right. So Penn State, equivalent to like one of the a top 10 university in China. And the fact that you are here, do Chinese people see that? Do they see you as like spoiled? Like, okay, hang on. I'm going to do it. Do Chinese people they tend to see you as like spoiled kids? Because I hear this a lot. You're like, you went off to the U.S. and you partied here. Like, what'd you do at Penn State? You partied, right? Like for 4 years. You didn't do shit, you partied. And then you go back to China and you're the spoiled Chinese kids who studied abroad. Is that a narrative that you all hear?
Basically.
Wait, hang on.
Sometimes.
Yeah, no,
Sorry.
go ahead.
It's common to be called a spoiled student, but actually these names are usually used for students in bad school, like the community college.
All right. Okay.
It's not used for like students
Like
in,
not like
in
Penn
a good
State.
school. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But that's not an uncommon narrative.
So you mentioned a lot of the like national ID card swipe access you need in buildings, like in the cities and whatnot. Is that also true for like rural areas as well? Do people need that there?
Dude, good question. Yeah. Yeah, like in rural areas where
Everyone in China have their own identity card, which is called national ID card. Yeah.
But how often do they use it in like rural areas? Are there checkpoint here? He's got
So in like rural area, like countryside, like each countryside, they only like have four or five entrance. So the leader of the village or something, they will put actual like big stones to stop from car going out and coming in. They will check like your QR code and stuff. Yeah.
So the code it's actually a QR code on
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. Yep, go ahead.
I also wanted to ask about like kind of how you go through the education system in China. You mentioned community colleges, and like anyone can go to a community college. You don't need to have you don't need to have like any academic credentials to go. But for someone who like has poor academics in the past, they can go to a community college, do really well, and then go to a great university to like finish off their education. I went to community college and I loved it. And I'm here now and things are going well. But I was wondering, like, how does the exam system work in China? Like, if you don't do so well, like on the first go round, maybe in high school, do you have a second chance where you could maybe go to a good university later?
Like if you don't graduate high school, could you go right to college?
I think you don't have to graduate high school. You just need a score, but the test only given once a year. You can like retake it next year. Many people will like retake them and go to like senior year. Yeah.
So the key is the test.
Yeah.
Is what it is. Yeah. One final question, man.
So I was wondering, I've seen a lot in East Asian cultures where like even before COVID, like masking was like pretty common. So like what's kind of like the protocol with that? Like is it like if you have like the flu or like a cold, do you just say like, oh, I'm going to put a mask on to protect others, or like what's the protocol there?
I mean, like you mentioned, like before COVID, somebody wore a mask in China.
Yeah.
like my students here, like
Yeah. So
often
basically,
wear
it's basically what we have discussed. It's kind of like the greater good. So I don't want to spread virus to everybody else, because I have flu. For example, I have flu, and then there is no need for me to actually spread this out to the whole class. Yeah. So that's why they wear masks before the pandemic also.
So
And
what?
also,
So
yeah.
what about also like pollution and different things? Right? Is
The
that
what?
an issue? Pollution?
Oh yeah,
Air?
the pollution. Yeah, some 2 years before it was.
Yo,
a
hang on. Hey, dudes.
Huge topic.
Dudes, I think we have 1 minute left. All right. So like, I get it. 1 minute.
Yeah, it was a largely discussed topic. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Huh. Yeah. I mean, it's a huge thing.